What's up YouTube, it's Louis here. I hope you're all well. Today we'll be looking at Bitcoin on the 4 hour time frame and go from there. So yesterday I entered a sell position and of course take profit will met. We'll basically be covering why I took this position, how I got into it and whatnot. So you know what you're sort of getting eventually if you join the group chat. Now, I don't tend to short the market. I do have experience because before cryptos I was a Forex trader. So of course with Forex you can bet or bet against the market, buy or sell, or long or short. With crypto, I've never ever short the market. I've only bought the market. I've only gone long or spot traded or just held, basically invested in it. So this is my first time actually shorting the market. And obviously it's the same with going up, it's just going down. But of course, because we're in a larger bull market, you don't really want to go against the market. But since we're in a daily, a weekly bear market, and I just mean downtrend, then yes, I'm going to go on the side of the market. And currently the trend is your friend, and that is a downtrend. We're just correctively coming up for potentially continuation down, and we'll basically go into further detail about what's going on. So we have this massive wick over here and a lower high with the wick there. But I think on the RSI, you can see this wick over here is actually lower. We have a higher highs on the RSI, but actually got lower highs on here. So you got a high there, lower high. This was your high, and then you actually got higher high. This is just missing the white box. This is actually tapping the box. So there was some bearish divergence here. Just like I think you're getting some bullish divergence now, since you're below this low over here. You're actually below this low, and that's why I didn't take this trade all the way down to the 050 or the 0618, this golden pocket. I just wanted above a 2 to 1, and that's what we're getting. You're probably going to see some bearish continuation now, because obviously you have never formed a bullish cross with the 220 and the 55. You got again an EMA repel right here. You also have a bearish engulfing, which is what actually took us to take profit in this trade. This trade didn't even last long. I did enter it on the 15-minute, and we'll obviously explain there. But at the moment, this could be a double top, one top, two tops. So to validate this, we need to come down here and break this neckline to continue down. So potentially we are rolling over to actually come to this neckline. We might not even break it. Might just come back into this golden pocket again and just bounce from here. You could see that potentially could be a double bottom, one bottom, neckline, second bottom here for continuation. But if you lose the golden pocket, that is when you validate this M pattern, and I can actually already give you your technical target from the highest body candle close back to this neckline. And if we now break below 35.8k, you would have a target back at this swing low down here at about 33,500 basically. And that is if you come down and lose this 050. Just because you come there doesn't mean you break it. You need to see a break and a retest. So, and you need to think that even if you do break this neckline, you're still technically above the 618. And yeah, you could have like a little breakdown, back to this resistance, come down to here, and from here you could actually get back above. And if you were to get back above this neckline, you can invalidate the M pattern and head up, and you could see that would be some double bottom with a lower low as the second leg. But yeah, what we'd like to see is obviously for this to come down, reject this, come down, reject this, and then continue to our technical target down there. But yeah, let's zoom in a little bit. So on the 4 hour time frame, the reason why I took a liking for this trade is because over here you had a lower high, and the wicks were telling us that wicks to the top, wicks at resistance, wicks to the top, it wants to drop. So that's why we've dropped from here eventually, and that's why I entered the trade. And not only that, you can see that yeah, lower high. So let's go to the 1 hour and wick to the top. That's your two reasonings basically. Okay, so on the 1 hour you can actually see it a lot clearer. You can see that we had this support here, some sort of descending triangle. I didn't even see this descending triangle when I entered the trade. This wasn't a reason why I entered the trade, but now I'm seeing it, so it's actually another reason. But the main reason why I entered the trade is because we had this support, we lost the low, and we came up, and with this you put a lower high below this, below this, below this, and this. But you were actually above this high at one point, and you were above this high at one point, and you just ran into this one basically. I can't get you an exact line, but yeah, roughly like that. So obviously you were above these two previous highs here, but you couldn't close above them, and that's what gave me the signal that this is actually a lower high, and after a lower high you should get a lower low below this low. And I put my target on this previous low down here, because look where the EMAs were sitting in around here. When we came up, this is where we bounced from, so I know that this is support, and then you came there again exactly, and you bouncing to here, potentially getting more rollover downwards like that, because this is one of the main reasons as well as entering the trade. Oh, not entering, but because this happened while I was sleeping, to be honest, guys. I set it before bed, and then I woke up to whatever happened, stop loss or take profit, and take profit was hit. So Yeah, another reason is we've had fake out. So here was a fake out, and this was our larger falling wedge if we go to the daily time frame. So this is our larger falling wedge, which we should have broken out here, back to set support for bullish continuation to 69k, but that never happened. You broke below, respected it as resistance, came down to this golden pocket, and then you tried again to break above this. I said if we do break above this, we're going to 43k, but again, we had so many resistance points ahead of us that it's quite hard to get up there. But we also have many support points down here as well, so we're kind of stuck in between this at the moment. We're kind of stuck right here in this range of 35.8 to 38k, so like a 2.5k range we're stuck in, and a mega move is going to happen very soon, because obviously, yeah, we can actually continue size for as long as possible, but it basically means that since we're in consolidation, two things are going to happen, either up or down. And at the moment, because you are respecting this as resistance with lower highs, multiple lower highs, then technically we should roll over and see some lower lows, and that's why we broke this low, pin a lower low. You basically met this target. Now you're coming up to retrace. You kind of flipped support back into resistance because you are getting rejected, but you can bounce off here like this and get above, confirm support. We can head higher, but if you now come down and lose this, then we would target this as your next technical target, the 050, because sorry, my mistake, we're targeting this as our next small term target, where you come down to here, maybe get a bounce again, and then we come into the 050, because basically now that we're coming down, you're basically retracing to each low point. So up here, once you lost this low, you retrace to here, that's why we got this bounce, then you retrace to here, that's why we're getting this bounce, then we retrace to here, that's why we get this bounce for continuation. And then obviously once you meet these targets, you're going to get bounce, hopefully below this, or below this at least, and then obviously continue down to our M patterns technical target only if we break that neckline, the 050 on the 4 hour time frame. At least on the 1 hour, the neckline is actually a bit different over here, but on the 4 hour, you can see it's actually on the 050 exactly. So I'm going to go to the 15-minute now, because this is why I entered my trade. So the 1 hour massive wick was one reason, and then the next reason, let's just get rid of this and this. So the reason I entered my trade is to become up very impulsively, and then I think I entered on this current candle right here. Let's zoom in. So a lot of the time I do like to go for a better risk to reward than this, just to cover myself. But in this case, I took a 2.27. So whatever I was risking 1 to gain 2.27 times my risk. So let's say you put $100, £100 or £1,000. You basically times that by 2.27 basically, and that would be total profit, not just total. It would be a total profit. So yeah. The reason I entered is obviously because once you come down, where did I enter? Look, can you see I entered right here on the loss of the 55, the 12, the 20, and the 200. So for me, I didn't like how, first of all, we got above the 55 on the first attempt, and then you couldn't hold it because you couldn't hold it there. And obviously even this massive impulse at upside, still lower than these previous highs up here. So still a lower high. And this lower high was a result after making a lower low. So lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and lower low, wherever the next low is basically. So that is the main reason. And obviously I've done a 2.3 to 1, and then yeah, take profit was met in the night. Very nice location, and I was looking at that previous support point because the EMAs were there previously, and that's why I've taken profit there. This was an automatic take profit. I didn't have to manually close it as it went past the TP. So that's pretty much it for today's update. You can see we're now rejecting this, and you've got some sort of, we actually had a bullish engulfing taking you to it, so the bull stepped in, but maybe this was market manipulation to think, yeah, the bull stepped in, bullish engulfing, but this bullish engulfing only took you to the new resistance. Previously it was support. Now look, wicks to the bottom, we went up, fell into that resistance, dropped, lost the support. Now retesting it with wicks to the top, it wants to drop, and at the moment you're below all the EMAs. So technically now, as long as we're below all of them, we should go and break this low, break this low, break this low. So that's pretty much it. We know what is happening next. As long as we're below this, we're going to try and come down to here. We see that M pattern, and yeah, we just need to see if that neckline breaks. That's pretty much it, guys. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and also if you're interested in the crypto packages, then please message me. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.